The nonsense usually first makes itself known when you hear the sentence or see, typed out on a comment or, social media post or something. As a man, okay, understand that that's when the bullshit is beginning. That's when it's done sprouted up. Because what follows after that, 99.9% of the time, are male views of women's experiences. Let me break that down. Okay, say there's, women are talking about something and they're sharing their experiences. They're sharing messages that they've heard when they were growing up, things that have happened to them in their, childhood, teen years, things men have said to them, things men have done to them. Um, how their relationships ended, what happened. They're sharing their lives, right? These are things that have actually happened. But then here comes some dude, and he's going to tell you, no, that's not right, or you shouldn't feel that way. And then, like I said, the main thing they hit you with is, well, as a man, and then they jump into their little mansplaining thing where they twist around what you said or put some kind of, well, basically they put some kind of spin on it so that it makes every woman's experience invalid because he's never personally experienced it, or he didn't do it, or he hasn't witnessed it. So therefore it didn't happen in his mind. Okay, this happens so much that I cannot even, I mean, it's just like mind fucking boggling how many males do this. And since I primarily interact, online with black males, then of course the majority of the men I have seen and heard do this are black. So you sitting there and you wondering, okay, what the fuck is going on in your mind that makes you think that you're some omnipotent being that sees all, knows all, and has the right to dictate and control other people's lives like that? You don't even know these women. You don't know where they grew up. You don't know nobody in their family. You don't know shit about them other than their screen name and whatever comment they post. That's all you know. But somehow you will become this magical, like godlike being who just can determine from reading these one, two, three paragraphs that you know everything about this woman and every woman on the thread, and that they're all wrong, and because your life isn't, you haven't had experiences that they have, that suddenly that their opinions and their experiences are invalidated in your mind. Because men aren't really like that. You guys are just bitter and evil and angry women, and they go on and on and on because they have in their mind some vision of what they think women's lives are like. And it's like, if you're a dude and you have sisters and you've been places with your sisters, or you've been off to the side observing, situations that have happened to women, most dudes don't really pay attention unless they're trying to get at the girl. But I mean, like, you just make your mind open. Like, you're on a bus or you're on the transit or something, and it's a known area for, like street harassment and stuff. Pay attention to what happens to the women. Just, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to, really take pictures. And I mean, I'm not saying get involved like that. I'm just saying observe. And that will give you an inside look at what women go through every fucking day in the streets of black America. It is no joke out here. Y'all don't be acting right. So, when I see these kind of things, women are talking about their frustrations and the heartbreaks and the drama, the lies, and all the stuff that happens to them, then you get hit with this. Well, you should have chose better. Well, if 90% of men are acting a fool, who's that 10%? And the rest of the 10% is all married anyway. So where are all these great, grand, and wonderful dudes? And another thing that they do is, shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh. We talk about, what we're looking for, right? What we want in a man, and what we think is, our good traits and qualities that we should have in our partner, and what kind of, dad we want for our children, and these kind of things, right? So we're talking about this, trying to get the little young girls' minds right about how to choose a dude, because a lot of them, growing up with no daddy, and have been abused as children and stuff, so their view of manhood is kind of messed up. So us, the old guard got to kind of reach back and help fix the emotional and mental state of the young, the young girls, so that then by the time they hit, their mid 20s and 30s, we got them on an even keel and they can make better choices. So see, that's the goal. So I have a strong crew of women in my circle on social media and in real life, and that's what we do. Okay, so we have these young women. We trying to bring them along, hold their hand, and get them straight. And then here come niggas. Boy, here they come, just slithering out from their little underground caves or whatever. And they want to tell you what you should want, right? They want to tell you what you should have, what you should think, what you should be looking for. And basically, what they want you to do is change your standards and lower them so that you include more guys like whoever's making this statement. Because inevitably, when they start talking like that, they are men that women aren't picking. And so what they want women, all the women who have these, what they say, lofty standards, they don't want you to have those. They want you to have, a guy like them. They also apply that to if a woman is talking about how she wants to be treated, what qualities she wants in her man, like if she likes gifts of his love to be shown in gift form, or to take her place and spend time with her, whatever. These knuckleheads gonna come around and they start telling you why you shouldn't want that. They basically want you to want what they want to give you, not what you want. And it applies to things in a relationship, as far as like your time and attention. Even something as simple as you ask them to do something and they say that they're going to do it, or they say you're nagging them. When in reality, if they got off the ass and did it the first time, you wouldn't have to repeat yourself. They would have already done it. And that's the teamwork that the women be looking for. But they don't want you to have that. They want you to be happy with the little cookie crumbs that they want you to have. And if you demand more from a dude, then they say you're asking for too much, and that a relationship with you is too hard, and you're just too overly demanding. So those are some of the things that I've noticed. If there's they try to really put a crimp in what black women say that they're looking for, the standards that black women want to establish for themselves and for their daughters and stuff. If you want certain kinds of treatment in a relationship, they tell you why. Like we just had this big, discussion about Valentine's Day, birthday presents, all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't celebrate that. Well, what's that got to do with me? You know what I mean? It's like you trying to have a relationship with a woman, you have to give her the love that she wants, not the love that you want to give her. And see, that's the part where they don't seem to get it. It's like if she wants a man who's going to talk to her, but you don't want to talk, well, motherfucker, then why did you even get with her? I mean, why did you talk at first and now you want to shut down and act like it's something new that you never heard of before? You guys be doing a bait and switch. And so then you don't want to talk to the girl. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to do nothing interesting. You don't want to grow. You don't want, you just like put like a roadblock in the relationship after you get her, and then it makes for a very frustrated, very upset woman, and you just want to throw out what you want her to have and then be upset when she leaves you. She's going to leave you. And this is the same kind of thing that they don't seem to get, the MGTOW group and the True Force Loneliness dudes talking about, well, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this and that for a bitch. I'm not going to do. Okay, but see, you're not doing what the women need you to do. You don't want, if you want a woman, you got to give her what she needs emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually. You know what I mean? You got to give her what she wants if you want her. And I don't understand why they just can't seem to make this connection. They would rather be over there angry and alone, I guess, because then they feel like they're right. But you right, and you by yourself wearing out your right hand. Why you so right? Okay, I mean, it's like, why? What the hell are you doing? Why are you doing that to yourself? And then you want to bitch and moan at women like it's our fault that you all fucked up and lonely and horny. That's your fault. So, I mean, this is the overwhelming thing. I mean, men, I don't care if they come into my space over here and they just come on the channel. I don't care. But understand that what your role is here. Your role is to either contribute something positive to the discussion, or it is to sit back, not say shit, and learn. Those are your two roles here. These niggas that come up here and want to argue, okay, like I made it a video. Okay, so obviously that's my opinion. And If you have a contrary opinion, that's fine. You get to put it up one time. After that, and this is gonna be my new rule too. You put your thing up, and I respond to your comment. I might if I feel like it, or some of the other, posters will respond. If you come back with some more shit, and we done already told you that that's not applying here, and it doesn't work, and nobody cares to hear what you're talking about, and but you come back with more bullshit, I'm gonna block and delete you. So those. That's it. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just really getting tired of all these like bitch niggas coming on my channel with this bullshit. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to see it. I don't want to like pull up a comment. And my cousin does a good job of monitoring most of them. So most of them I don't even see, but I hear about them. She tells me. But on the days when I have to do it myself, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to like pull it up and see any bullshit from a nigga on my channel. I don't want to see it. So that's gonna be my new rule. You get one time. After that, it's going to apply to women too. I don't care. Anybody who's stupid. I mean, you don't have to agree with everything I say. You can put in your comment up, but it better be respectful. You don't call anybody a name, and if you use the word bitter, your comments automatically get deleted. And I mean, that goes for the women too. Don't put that. Don't use that word anywhere around me. Don't use it. And but anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. Ladies, be on the lookout for that. Any sentence that starts with, as a man or as a black man, and he's gonna, put something behind it. He's trying to make it be like, he's this world authority on whatever. It ain't fucked men and man in the first, So we talking about what we like sexually. Well, you shouldn't want that. All men this and that, blah blah blah. And it's like, how many niggas have you fucked? How many? Tell me. What's your experience here? Because I would think your average woman, by the time she's in her 30s, has had way more dicks than you. Okay, so she knows men. She's been on dates. She's been married. She's possibly been engaged or whatever, divorced. I mean, whatever her situation is, she's had way more sex with men than you have. So what men do behind closed doors with women, you will never ever get to know that because you're not a woman. So anything thoughts that you have on that subject, the only man that you can talk about is yourself. Now, maybe you didn't do that, and maybe you didn't act like that, but that's all you can determine. All these, it's 80 women, and they all telling from all over the country, telling you that there's been their experience with men, and so you don't have any right to come in and try to invalidate. Just shut up somewhere. Go sit your ass down somewhere, and try to learn something. Listen to women. You tired of being lonely? Listen to women about what other fools men do, and then don't do that, and then you could get a woman. It's not really not hard. So that's my rant of the day. I was going to do something else, but I decided to switch and do this because I just was reading some social media today and I just kept seeing this shit over and over and over. And it was just driving me crazy. We get to get what we want. We should have the right to get what we want in a man. We don't need you coming around telling us that we shouldn't want that, or just thinking that we should be happy with the little crumbs that you want to throw, and that we have to accept it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. How? Now, I hope that's very clear. Deb Cooper from survivingdating.com signing out. I'll be back in a day or so with another video. Thanks, everybody, for your support.